Today, we go to Switzerland, we visit the Lake of Poschiavo. Tirano is a little Italian city in province of Sondrio, in Valtellina, Lombardy. It is situated 1.24 miles from the Swiss border. It is an important tourist center and a crossroads between big communication roads. In fact, Tirano is located between the state route of Stelvio and the road leading to the Bernina Pass and the Engadina Valley. Tirano raises at an altitude of 1,476 feet, and it is set between the Valtellina's Orobi Alps, the Bernina Massif and the Stelvio Massif. The town is located at the confluence of the Adda and Poschiavo rivers and their valleys, respectively the Valtellina and the Poschiavo Valley, this one almost entirely in Swiss territory.
All this time I thought that I was doing you a favor by walking away.
Driving along the road that goes from Tirano to the Bernina Pass, and crossing the Swiss border, the road passes through several villages along its path, and climbs towards the narrow valley between steep slopes. At a certain point, as if by magic, the landscape changes, opening up towards the high peaks of the Bernina Massif, which reflect itself in the calm waters of a large alpine lake. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lake of Poschiavo. The Lake of Poschiavo is located in the valley from which it takes its name, in Canton Grigioni. On its shores, we find the towns of La Presa and Mirilago. The centers of the towns of Poschiavo and Bruusio are respectively 3, 10, and 1, 86 miles far from the lake. The Lake of Poschiavo was formed by the post-glacial landslide of Mount Guamelin. Since 1904, the lake is used to produce electricity. Much of the water flows through a canal in the underground accumulation basin of Mount Scala, at 3,074 feet above sea level. From there, in a forced duct, it drops to 1,706 feet to feed the hydroelectric plant of Campo Cologno. The volume of water in the basin is around 120 million cubic meters, of which, about 15 million are supplied to produce electricity.
Danced all night in your garage.
The Rhaetian Railway, with its Bernina train, is the realization of the dream of bold engineers, and it is a masterpiece of civil engineering, thanks to the technique with which it is built. It is a theater from which you can admire the fascinating spectacle of nature, and with its 100 years of life, it is a testimony of history, and it is an UNESCO World Heritage of Humanity. Built between 1906 and 1910, the Rhaetian Railway reaches a maximum altitude of 7,391.73 feet. It is the highest natural grip railway in the Alps and one of the steepest in the world. In the Lake of Poschiavo, the exploitation of water for the production of electricity causes a continuous variation of its level, thus reducing the capacity of the trouts to reproduce. In autumn, the fishery keeper catches trouts with nets, and transports them in the fishery centers for incubation. In the Lake of Poschiavo, besides the ichthyec species, we can find many aquatic birds and, in particular, geese and ducks.
garage.